Now, improving the well-being of Native Hawaiians, that is the mission of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. Of course, there are many different approaches to accomplishing that mission, but one thing is for sure, it needs to be done from a Kanaka perspective. Now, to help facilitate this idea, Oha brought in a hammer.
A hammer.
He brought in a hammer.
Point.
Joining us on the couch, veteran educator, Native Hawaiian community leader, and all-around unbelievable human being. Mele, can we get the ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, under the direction of now, Hailama Farden.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Aloha. Hi, cousin.
Mahalo ia o kou. Mahalo ki ia pola kalamu, I mea ho'iki aku ai ka po'e a pau na manao na hana like ole. Mahalo.
Mahalo. Le'a no. Yeah?
Mamule o kou hana.
Mahalo, Hailama. We appreciate that. All right, this is, well, first of all, congratulations on your new position over at the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. It is a newly created position, so they created this for you.
For you.
Not for me. Actually, a few administrations ago, they actually brought the idea up, and I guess at that time things weren't makau. Our new Kapohana, Stacey Ferreira, thought it important to revisit this. She worked through the job description and then brought it forward, and I saw an opportunity to apply, and I did.
Wow.
Boom. Done deal. See, he's so humble. We're giving him all the props, and he's like, no, it wasn't for me. But you are the very first to hold this position, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us the name of the position and why did OHA see a need for it?
Well, so it's a Senior Director of Hawaiian Cultural Affairs, and I answered directly to the CEO, Kapohana, and I think it's not just that the Office of Hawaiian Affairs saw a need to. I think when I look back at some of the information I've gained, so I retired from Kamehameha on March 15th with a nice, with a pension, so I literally retired, and then I got hired and I started on Monday, May 18th. Immediately, friends, some of the old-time workers there and some of the new ones gave me their thoughts, as is our people, right? And even sharing with me that from the beginning, OHA had a culture plan. It's ingrained in the whole kino of what OHA is intended to have been. So for our current trustees to bless this idea and to say it is imperative that we call this out and we lift up our culture, not to be, as I've said to a few people, the frosting on the cake, but it has to be the main ingredient in the cake.
You have to be the flour.
That's our DNA, that's who we are.
Is that the main ingredient? I thought it was sugar.
For some of us, yes. But after serving in your capacity at Kamehameha for, what was that, 32 years?
Almost,
yeah?
31.7.
31.7 years. And you were really comfortable in your retirement for those short few months. What spurred you to say, I'm retired, I could be relaxing, but what spurred you to jump right into this?
To be honest with you, I applied for the position. I tell people I wasn't wholeheartedly ready to jump in. When I got the call, I called HR at Kamehameha, and they shared with me, you can retire with a pension, with retirement. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it.
Let's try.
Naka eleu miki miki Let's go. And I still feel good. I'm still smiling today about it. Yeah. Because when we work, I loved working for Princess Po'i, and I still do. I still feel I do. I never divorced myself from the thought that I work for her. My paycheck comes from her. And yes, we have strategies, we have everything that OHA has too, but that we've created. But it's for our princess and her children and her people, her lahui. This working for the Office of Hawaiian Affairs is almost no different in a long term of traveling. This, heloa ki alahele, as they say. And at one point it's with Kamehameha, now it's with the Office of Hawaiian Affairs, but we're still serving our people. And what's beautiful, I've learned so much, I've gained so much, it excites me. And part of it is that I didn't know things. I was ignorant to some of this. Like, I didn't understand, like I do now, that the Office of Hawaiian Affairs is the fourth branch of government. So as in all states, we've got three branches, right? Legislative, executive, and judicial, and then we have OHA. That's a fourth. Yeah. And so we as a kako, as a people, because everybody wants to know, well, how does this affect me? It affects us all.
And that was one of the questions that Mele wanted to ask.
Yeah, as Kanaka, how is this going to, benefit us and help us?
Yeah, and that's a question you should ask. everything we do, how does this benefit us? Not in an entitled way, but in a way of how can I engage? How can I be engaged in it too? So in many essence, when I say I served Princess Pauahi, I serve Princess Pauahi. I serve us. I serve Kako. So you should all keep me regulated. So should all of our people. And yet, in the nice biblical way, am I my brother's keeper? I am. So we should support Kako, not in a competitive, negative competitive way, I should say. Competition's good with our people.
Yes.
But especially Mary Monica, look at that. It's a good competition. But I think what is really important is that we lift up each other, support each other. And when our brother and sister needs kokua, we extend that reach. Because that's what our kupuna taught us.
And my namu namu, my ohumuhumu, just work together, yeah? So we appreciate that you are there, and we again congratulate you on the new position. Please, Hailama, we want to invite you to come back to on our set, in our hale, anytime to give us some updates on how you're doing over there and how our Kanaka are benefiting from this new position there at the Office of Hawaiian Affairs.
Our hale is your hale too, cousin.
Yes.
So you come anytime.
Peyapu, ma nalama kukui.
Okay.
Come and visit us.
We will.
Yeah.
We're going to have coffee over there. We will.